Assalamu alaikum everyone from another episode of Embracing Ramadan. Rasul says, if somebody intends to do a good deed and he does not do it, then Allah will write for him a full deed. We might not have what it takes to realize a specific good deed. Maybe we don't have enough financial means, for instance. However, even if you don't get the result you wanted from what you did, you still get ajrs from Allah. Moreover, as long as others learn something from what you did and they do that good deed and complete it, you also get the ajr from that. Rasul says, "Man dalla ala khayrin falahu mithla ajri fa'ilih." Whoever guides someone to virtue will be rewarded equivalent to him who practices that good action. Reported by Sahih Muslim. Especially now that we're in the month of Ramadan, where every deed leads to 1 to 1,000 ajrs, it is crucial to guide and advise our surroundings to increase their good deeds. And inshallah, let's also personally try to increase our good deeds in this month as much as we can. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get started.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وإذ قال إبراهيم رب اجعل هذا البلد آمنا واجنبني وبني أن نعبد الأصنام رب إنهن أضللن كثيرا من الناس فمن تبعني فإنه مني ومن عصاني فإنك غفور رحيم. ربنا إني أسكنت من ذريتي بواد غير ذي زرع عند بيتك المحرم ربنا ليقيموا الصلاة فاجعل أفئدة من الناس تهوي إليهم وارزقهم من الثمرات لعلهم يشكرون. ربنا إنك تعلم ما نخفي وما نعلن وما يخفى على الله من شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء. الحمد لله الذي وهب لي على الكبر إسماعيل وإسحاق إن ربي لسميع الدعاء. رب اجعلني مقيم الصلاة ومن ذريتي ربنا وتقبل دعاء. ربنا اغفر لي ولوالدي وللمؤمنين يوم يقوم الحساب. ولا تحسبن الله غافلا عما يعمل الظالمون إنما يؤخرهم ليوم تشخص فيه الأبصار مهطعين مقنعي رؤوسهم لا يرتد إليهم طرفهم وأفئدتهم هواء. وأنذر الناس يوم يأتيهم العذاب فيقول الذين ظلموا ربنا أخرنا إلى أجل قريب نجب دعوتك ونتبع الرسل أولم تكونوا أقسمتم من قبل ما لكم من زوال. وسكنتم في مساكن الذين ظلموا أنفسهم وتبين لكم كيف فعلنا بهم وضربنا لكم الأمثال.
يا جميل يا الله يا قريب يا الله يا مجيب يا الله يا حبيب يا الله يا رؤوف يا الله، يا عطوف يا الله، يا معروف يا الله، يا لطيف يا الله، يا عظيم يا الله، يا حنان يا الله، يا منان يا الله، يا ديان يا الله، يا سبحان يا الله، يا أمان يا الله، يا برهان يا الله، يا سلطان يا الله، يا مستعان يا الله، يا محسن يا الله، يا متعالي يا الله، يا رحمن يا الله، يا رحيم يا الله، يا كريم يا الله، يا مجيد يا الله، يا فرد يا الله، يا وتر يا الله، يا أحد يا الله، يا صمد يا الله، يا محمود يا الله، يا صادق الوعد يا الله، يا علي يا الله، يا غني يا الله، يا شافي يا الله، يا كافي يا الله، يا معافي يا الله، يا باقي يا الله، يا هادي يا الله، يا قادر يا الله، يا ساتر يا الله، يا قهار يا الله، يا جبار يا الله، يا غفار يا الله، يا فتاح يا الله.
Hello kids, welcome back to the Arts and Craft Corner. Today our art is going to be based on Allah's name, Al-Mujib. Al-Mujib means the responsive one, the one who answers the prayers and responds to the requests of those who ask, and also to those who call upon him by helping them according to his wisdom in dealing with their affairs. Al-Mujib will often give you more than what you asked for, because he will respond to you with what you need and also what is best for you. For example, Al-Mujib is mentioned in Quran in Surah Al-Hud, verse 61. Inna Rabbi Qareebun Mujib. My sustainer is ever near, responding to the call of whoever calls into him. We're now watching the art related to this name.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Zahra and I'd like to welcome all of you to the Kids Corner Ramadan TV. Today we will learn the name Al-Mujib. That means Allah is the answer of prayers. He listens to them and then answers them in the best way possible. Today's craft is this family douaa sticks. To see how we did it, keep watching.
Welcome everyone to Speaker's Corner. Ramadan is the perfect time for us to keep our body, mind, and soul healthy and strong. Chaplain Ibrahim Long with us today. He's a youth wellness lead and chaplain in Edmonton, Alberta. Welcome, Brother Ibrahim Long.
Welcome. Assalamu alaikum. It's nice to be here.
I also have Sister Esma Bostaş co-host the program today. Welcome, Sister Esma.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Ibrahim Long, how is your wellness going during this difficult time?
Honestly, I think it's been a unique test for all of us. And it's like with Ramadan just now entering, it's like we've already been in itikaf, for a few weeks, even before the start of this. And for sure, it's going to be a Ramadan we're going to remember. And perhaps we don't even know for what reason we're going to remember it, because this month is just now starting, and we don't know what gifts might be around the corner, inshallah.
Talking about the wellness, can you please tell us a little bit about the youth wellness and what it means?
Yeah, so wellness itself is more of a holistic term that brings together and recognizing that a person's psychological well-being or their mental health, their emotional well-being, their social well-being, physical well-being, and spiritual well-being all tied together into our state. In Arabic, it's a common phrase to say kayfa hal, which is basically, if you really want to translate it literally, we understand it as how are you, but it really means how is your state? How is your hal? And so it's like recognizing through wellness that a person's state is influenced by all these different factors.
So what would be your suggestions to keep psychological and spiritual wellness strong for youth during this pandemic time?
Well, I think first of all, we need to be aware of the fact that this Ramadan is unique and that our expectations for ourselves need to be realistic. One of the factors that we might have already started feeling within ourselves prior to Ramadan is the fact that our social isolation has impacted our energy levels. Some even might be experiencing different types of depression because of being stuck inside all the time. The fact that we're less mobile, so even just our body is just not producing as much energy. And then we add on top of that the fasting. And so people who, mashallah, they might usually be spending their Ramadan, praying, most of the night with tarawih, or reciting the Quran, so much of the day, or spending so much time helping others, volunteering, they just won't be able to even have the energy to be able to do that. So first of all, take it easy. Make some realistic goals for yourself that you can try to meet before the end of this blessed month. And furthermore, also open yourself up to what the meaning of this Ramadan is for you. Ramadan is a gift not just for the ummah of the Prophet ﷺ, but for each person in the ummah of the prophets, of the ummah of the Prophet ﷺ. Which means that the gift of this Ramadan might be different for you as it is for me, and it might be different for someone else. And one of the ways that we actually find energy in our lives is through something that is called meaning making. And that's really what is at the center of spirituality, is what meaning do we find in the actions that happen to us and around us and that we do. What is the meaning? And when we find meaning in certain circumstances and things that are happening to us, when we look at it from a bigger picture perspective, we can actually find that it's a lot more meaningful for us, and we could find that fuel, that energy that we need to continue forward.
Brother Ibrahim, what would be your suggestions to keep psychological and spiritual wellness strong for youth during this pandemic time?
It's a very good question. And I think, first of all, I'd want to remind youth and really everyone that because of our pandemic and the fact that we're all socially isolated, the level of our own energy is already depleted. We're already feeling a certain sense of being lethargic, just not having as much energy as we usually have. And then Ramadan comes in, and of course with the fasting, we have even less energy to really do the things that we might have done if we weren't in this pandemic. And I would want to remind everyone, youth and everyone, to make a realistic goal for yourself, to think of something that you can do. You know, if this entire Ramadan happens and we get through this blessed month, and what happens is you drop a bad habit and for good, Allahu Akbar, this was a blessed month. And if we get through this month and you pick up a good habit and it sticks with you for the rest of your life, Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar. This has been a very blessed month. We don't know what secret is in this month for each of us. And I like to remind myself and others that, you know, Ramadan is prescribed, yes, for the Ummah of the Prophet ﷺ, but also for each individual within the Ummah of the Prophet ﷺ. There's going to be a secret gift that Allah is giving to each person. And we have to open up ourselves to what that gift might be. You know, within the field of counseling and chaplaincy, there's different discussions on what spirituality means. And of course, within our own Islamic tradition, we have really beautiful definitions of what spirituality is. From a counseling perspective, spirituality is that part of ourselves that desires meaning, all right, that desires meaning. And it's that meaning making which also helps us to find the energy that we need to be able to do the things that we have in life. In fact, if you look on the other side, when we see negative meaning in actions in life, when we look at the bigger picture of our lives, but we look through a negative meaning-making lens, we feel more depressed, we feel more down. But if we can open up ourselves to what meaning this Ramadan has for each of us and for ourselves personally, then inshallah we could tap into that energy that could help us to reach that goal, inshallah.
Chaplain Ibrahim, how does Ramadan play a role in our spiritual wellness?
You know, as I was just mentioning about meaning-making, the role of meaning-making in our lives, Ramadan coming at this time of pandemic, of social isolation, you know, it certainly gives us something to focus on. You know, many of us are at home and, you know, our lives are certainly changed at this point in time. We're not able to focus on the same things that we once were. The activities that we were doing within the community. Many of us might have been volunteering. Many of us, certainly work and school, you know, has certainly changed. And many of us are asking why. Now, I can't answer that question, but the fact that Ramadan has come in this time, a pandemic, I feel like it's actually a gift. And I don't want to say this like, this is not like in a superficial way. Like I recognize all the struggles that come with this gift, right? But the fact that Ramadan has come at this time has enabled us to actually focus on something during this time of social isolation. We're able to focus on how is my relationship with Allah at this time? How is my relationship with the Quran at this time? How is my relationship with Allah in my prayer? And all these things, I remember, and so many of us, right, we're online even more than we used to be. I remember coming across someone sharing something online. They said that this year, Allah didn't want you to go to the mosque, He wanted to bring the mosque to you. And so I think that's a beautiful way of just looking at this. And I've seen other people, you know, sharing their insights, their own meaning that they've derived from this Ramadan. And it's been about recognizing that, you know, certain parts of our Ramadan each year is focusing on, you know, certain social aspects. But right now it's, what am I getting personally out of this? And so in that, I hope and I pray and I feel for myself that there's room there to derive meaning and also then wellness for ourselves.
Chaplain Ibrahim Long, thank you again for joining and sharing your thoughts with us.
Thank you for having me. Assalamu alaikum.
Chaplain Ibrahim Long joined us today. Stay tuned and be safe. See you tomorrow. Happy Ramadan.
Assalamu alaikum. Another tip for making yourself more active is to make partners, have somebody who does work with you, right? It could be your wife, your husband, your son, your daughter, your friend, but doing things in twos or threes even, with social distancing right now with the situation as it is, actually makes it easier, because when you have a partner, when you have somebody who encourages you, because there'll be days when you don't feel like it and they will encourage you, and there'll be days when they don't feel like it and you will encourage them. So having partnership also helps. And this partnership can be done at home, right at home. So you can use, for example, there are video exercises now. You can actually use videos which help you exercise. They give you a routine. The trainer exercises with you or in front of you. And it makes it easier, therefore, to copy the trainer. Because some of us don't have enough motivation to say, well, I don't want to walk. It's raining, for example, or I just don't feel like going outside, etc. So how about if I do some exercise at home? So exercise at home is perfectly too. And finding 10 to 15 minutes a day is really all we're talking about. We're not talking about 3 to 4 hours. We're talking about a small time frame which we commit regularly, and we have to decide, obviously, whether it's after Fajr, whether it's close to Zohar time, or whether we do it late in the day, etc. But the point is, once you've decided, then you've got a time frame and you've got a plan. The third thing is, as I was saying, to have a partner, because sometimes that helps people to become more able to do something that they wouldn't have been able to do on their own. Another thing is to keep whatever you're going to do interesting, because the moment it becomes a routine and it becomes boring and it really doesn't have any incentive, then's the time when most people start to fall into these traps of saying, well, I don't really feel like it today, I only did it yesterday. So that kind of thing has to be avoided also. And that happens by making some kind of diversity in what you're doing. So if you are planning to do exercises, give yourselves 3 or 4 options and do maybe a mixture of them. Maybe start very small. If you have some weights, you can use weights at home. If you have some other things like going up and downstairs, if you have a upstairs, downstairs, or like a basement, you could do that too. But my insistence would be, don't give up on it. And you'd be amazed at how once you take up this routine and how physically activity makes you actually function better mentally and emotionally, you won't want to give it up. Even after Ramadan, you want to keep this habit. Inshallah, until the next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
اللهم اهدنا فيمن هديت وعافنا فيمن عافيت وتولنا فيمن توليت وقنا شر ما قضيت إنك تقضي ولا يقضى عليك إنه لا يعز من عاديت ولا يذل من واليت تباركت ربنا وتعاليت. اللهم أصلح لنا ديننا الذي هو عصمة أمرنا وأصلح لنا دنيانا التي فيها معاشنا وأصلح لنا آخرتنا التي إليها معادنا واجعل الحياة زيادة لنا في كل خير واجعل الموت راحة لنا من كل شر. اللهم اغفر ذنوبنا أجمعين اللهم اغفر ذنوبنا أجمعين وهب المسيئين منا للمحسنين. اللهم بلغنا العشر الأواخر من رمضان اللهم بلغنا العشر الأواخر من رمضان. اللهم اجعلنا ممن قام رمضان وصامه على الوجه الذي يرضيك عنا يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم لا تدع لنا في هذا الشهر في هذا المقام ذنبا إلا غفرته لا تدع لنا ذنبا إلا غفرته ولا هما إلا فرجته ولا دينا إلا قضيته ولا مريضا إلا شفيته ولا مريضا إلا شفيته ولا شابا إلا هديته ولا حاجة هي لك رضا ولنا فيها صلاح إلا أعنتنا على قضائها ويسرتها برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم إنا نحن الضعفاء الفقراء إليك وأنت الله القوي المتين. اللهم كن لنا معينا ونصيرا كن لنا وليا ونصيرا ومعينا وظهيرا كن لنا سندا يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من جهد البلاء ودرك الشقاء وسوء القضاء وشماتة الأعداء. اللهم إنا نسألك نعيما لا ينفد وقرة عين لا تنقطع ونسألك برد العيش بعد الموت ونسألك لذة النظر إلى وجهك الكريم ونسألك لذة النظر إلى وجهك الكريم في غير ضراء مضرة ولا فتنة مضلة وتوفنا وأنت راض عنا غير غضبان. اللهم اجعلنا ممن صام رمضان وقامه على الوجه الذي يرضيك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم هذا الدعاء الدعاء ومنك الإجابة وهذا الجهد وعليك التكلان ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بك وصل اللهم وسلم وبارك على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.
If you intended on doing some good deed today, for example calling up someone to break some ice between one another, or giving charity to meet the need of someone, do not delay it and do it now. Because we know that good deeds have many obstacles. Even though during Ramadan the gates of hell are closed and the demons are chained up, our exam with ourselves, aka the nafs, still continues. Let's not delay the good deeds. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you tomorrow.